Yo, we are here. Jersey Media Podcast. Your boy Joe Fucarino is in the studio. We're here today with a very, very special guest. We got Young Dom.
Oh my God.
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Introduce yourself to the people.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Young Dom TMO. You feel me? TMO in the building. That's how we doing. The Northside rapper. Nah, let me stop saying rapper. Northside artist from, Amityville, New York. We out here. We just moving and shaking, rubbing elbows with people and getting the brand out there. Brand awareness is important.
Word, man.
Yes, sir.
I like that you kind of corrected yourself right there and you said artist.
Yeah, because there's a difference between an artist and a rapper. I feel like a rapper is somebody who can just get on the beat and just rap about anything.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you just got bars all day long. Right. Like, all right, it's cool, but where's the story? Where is your picture? Where's your canvas? Like, make me a believer of your life and the shit. Like, the stuff Nipsey used to rap about, and, I say used to because he passed away. Rest in peace to the God. I got the guy on my arm right here. But, like, stuff he rap about, it was just so vivid that you can really picture it in your head. Like Nas, like Jay-Z, like J. Cole, like, those guys are real artists. When we say rappers, I'm thinking more like battle rap. Like, shout out to Smack, URL, you feel me? Like, those guys are rappers. Like, they can rap your ass off.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You feel me? Don't put me in the cypher. I'm going to look at you. I'm going to just look at you like, you feel me?
Nah, but not even that, man. Because, as a, artist too, you're much more than that. I would say overall creative.
Yeah. And
I think a lot of times people that are quote unquote rappers or artists sometimes like limit themselves a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't realize that, like to do all that work to make the, to have thoughts on the cover art, because some people do more than others, but like to craft a fucking song and to do all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're way much more than
you'd be surprised, like the stuff that goes on in the studio, like trying your voices out with auto-tune. Like, you got to be an artist to want to go do that. A rapper is just one tone rapping straight bars, so like you gotta put the project together. Like, it's more than just, I can give you 16 and you be like, all right, because with a rapper, with an artist, you got to give me 16, you got to give me 8 bars for a chorus, hook, you might have to put 4 bars for a bridge, and you got to give me another 16, like, you got to format it. So it's like, I don't know, it's just a difference between me and you. And like, don't try to bash me, guys, because my opinions could change tomorrow, okay? So I'm speaking for today.
Wait, do your opinions change often?
If you can make me a believer, my opinions can change. I'll put it like that.
Okay.
Other than that, I'll be really stuck in my ways. I can't lie.
What sign are you?
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
Yeah,
So y'all open. You're not.
Yeah. I definitely am.
I almost thought maybe Taurus, because the way you were saying, I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know if you follow signs or anything.
Nah, I'm not into.
I'm not into
I'm not into this. I'm not into a lot of stuff. Like, people be coming to me like, yo, I seen if you step on the crack, you'll break your back, and I'll be standing on the crack like, well, my shit good. Like,
oh yeah, no, we have limitations to all those. Some of those things are just nuts.
Yeah, nah. Some things, getting your palm read and going to median and like just talking to people that pass, like I'm not into it. Like, I mean, if that's what you're into and you believe it, then go ahead, and that's on you. But me personally, nah, I don't think I'm.
Have you ever tried it?
Nah. I recently just had a talk with somebody and they told me they did it, and they was like the person was a little accurate on the stuff that they was talking about. So,
So did that like scare you?
No.
Or no?
No.
He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
He's like, I'm good.
You feel me? No, I'm good.
Why?
It's just.
Let's get into Dom's. Come on, what's up? Why not?
What you mean? Like, I don't know. It's just not for me, bro. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm just kidding.
I believe in aliens. If that makes y'all feel good, like, I believe in aliens.
Oh yeah, the aliens are 100%.
You feel me? Like, I believe in aliens. I believe in energy, like vibes people do give off, like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I believe in, but like, when I was young, we used to play with the Ouija board. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, it's certain shit that just don't work for me. Like,
so would you play it now as an adult?
No, cause y'all.
He's like, I'm not.
You killed my dreams when I was young. Like, we tried it, the shit didn't work, and I'm like, I bet we out of here. And then you watch movies where it's like they in a movie and a spirit come and talk to them. Like, well, damn, where was my spirit at in '97 when we was trying it? Like,
yeah, you've done me.
You see what I'm saying?
We used to play that shit right in the apartment, and then someone kept calling.
He said someone kept calling.
Yeah, I have a wild story that we were playing one day, and then the phone just kept ringing and ringing.
The phone.
Yeah,
the house phone. Okay. Well, I say y'all shit came with a phone.
Oh, imagine. Nah, that was before. That was even before the Nokia joints, because we all had the first Nokia.
Yeah, I used to play Snake on that.
Yeah, see? What you know about Snake?
Yeah, all right. can't beat me.
You too young. You too young if you don't know about Snake.
Yeah, you feel me? What? Boy, stop.
That was the shit.
That was not big shit.
Yo, man, we thought we were so hyped with that little ass phone.
Man, who you telling?
But anyway, man, yeah, so you're definitely overall, you're a creative, man. And like, how long have you been doing music? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll say I did my first song 15 years ago. Oh, it was 15. I'm 31 now, so 2005, like my first actual song in the studio. Well, not even the studio. We had a 8-track recorder back then, and it worked for us. But
that's fire.
Yeah, facts. So yeah, 2005. Then I joined a group in like 2006, going into 2007 called TMO, Team Money.
But hold on. Why'd you even record that song? Why'd you record the song?
In 05?
Yeah. What made you like?
Cause like, all right, so if anybody is familiar with like Benny the Butcher story or whatever, and he always say like I was the young kid around my older cousins and they was doing music, so if you're watching somebody do something, you'll tell yourself I can do it too.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like I said, back in 05 I was 15, but I grew up and me and Bow Wow was like either a year apart or we the same age or something, but it's like he was 11 on top of the world in 01.
Yeah.
So like if you can do it, I can do it. That's my whole objective with life. Like I never try to limit myself to, oh, you edit videos? Okay, I'm not gonna do it. My new video that just dropped, we edit those. Like we shoot those ourselves. Like we have an in-house team that does everything. So it's like I don't want to just limit myself. So when I seen my cousins and them make music, all I had to do was learn the format. Once I learned the format, it was over after that. You can't tell me nothing. Now myself and my drive is to make myself better. Because, they're looking at you like, oh, my little cousin want to make music. He want to be just like us. Yeah. And you look at now like, oh, my little cousin's really doing it.
Really doing it.
You feel me? And it's like, you're not doing it no more, but you respect me because you seen me start from here and now I'm here.
And you're still doing it.
And yes, sir.
And, 05, man, if you're listening to this and maybe you're a little bit younger and you don't really know, we didn't have nowhere near what we have now. Nope. We had frozen computers because of Kazaa and LimeWire. And, you know what I'm saying? Like
it goes back.
Yeah, like so that's
BearShare.
Yeah, BearShare. Yep.
Come on, man.
So like that's what we had for music, and we didn't really still have much like around the atmosphere. There wasn't really much hope of like, all right, you could like kind of just do this shit yourself. Like there wasn't a lot of it out there. So the fact that you did have that is like inspirational. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because in 05, it wasn't like you could pick up your phone. Like I said, we talking shit about Snake, but that was what we were working with. Even at that time, a little bit more now, we were dealing with Nextels and like...
AIM.
Yeah.
You feel me? Sidekick days.
So it wasn't like you were thinking that you could just go on Instagram or you weren't just thinking on YouTube. Like you had to have a vision that you were going to hit the streets and you were actually going to be heard.
My raps, my freestyles that I used to write bars with used to be my away messages on my AIM.
That's fire.
Feel me? It's like that would let you know, like if you come look at my away message, I'm not there. I got bars for you to read.
That's
like
dope.
Every time I went away, I had new bars for people to read. So that was my objective. Like how people go and post pictures on Instagram and have a caption. No, I would go away and
we're gonna have to edit something because I just thought of a fire cover art.
Cool, put it in here. Let's get it.
We have to bleep that out.
All right, go ahead.
You might have to do that.
Yeah, let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Bring it back, right?
Anything that that makes this work. You feel me?
Bring it back, man. Bring that back. I think that shit would have hit.
Word. So yeah, like that's really how it is. So I never really stopped dreaming of being into where I'm at today because every time I make a project or every time I do something music creatively and I drop project, song, video, whatever, I always gain new notches of stuff that's happening with the people around me or like even the Lloyd Banks story. Like people think I personally look now, but back then, like you seen me like 2 years ago. The first, you went there 2 years ago to Sony Hall when Banks had the 15-year anniversary? You wasn't there?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so quick story. So boom, let me take y'all back real quick.
Let's do it.
So 2016. Not even that. Let me go back. 2015. Yeah, 15. 15, I get a phone call. Boom. Yo, Lloyd Banks is in Walmart. Because Lloyd Banks lives a town away from me in Long Island. Yeah. So, boom. Lloyd Banks is in Walmart. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I bet. On my way. Stopped what I was doing, jumped in the V, drove up to Walmart. Wasn't even him. It was his brother. They look alike so much that they really do look alike. Okay. So, yeah. So, as soon as he come walking out the front door, He like, he right there. I'm like, bro, that's not Banks, bro. He's like, bro, that's him. Got out the car, walked up on him. I'm like, yo, Banks. He's like, nah, bro, you know, I'm little brother. So I'm like, I bet. So now I know who you are. Here, take the CD. Like, I make music. You know, I'm on my promotional shit. Whatever. Boom.
Of course.
That was that time. I guess he gave him the CD. I don't know if he gave it to his brother. He could have threw it out the window. Who knows? Cool. At least I'm outside, you know, trying to get my music heard. Because that's the most important thing with being an artist. Like, you got to get yourself heard no matter what you got to go through. So that's the key of the day for anybody watching this video. So that was 2015. 2016, I get into a motorcycle accident. You feel me? I'm laid up, broke both my legs. I broke this forearm and I broke this wrist. I broke all 4 extremities. No head damage, no nothing. You feel me? Flew in the helicopter to the hospital. Shit got crazy. You feel me? I fucked myself up. So I got hit by a car too. Make sure y'all know that. I didn't do this on myself. I didn't do this to myself. I came down a residential block. He came up a residential block and tried to turn in front of me onto a side block, and boom, it happened. But whatever.
You were walking?
No, I was on a motorcycle.
Oh, you're on a bike?
Yeah, I'm on a motorcycle coming down a residential block, and he's coming up it, and then the guy just thought he could make the left in front of me onto the side block before we reached, and boom, we collided. And
thank God you were alive.
That's what I'm trying to say. So everything is a blessing. So
100%.
You know, I spent 2 months in the hospital after surgeries and all that other stuff. Then he sent me to a rehab to recover for like three months. You feel me? Because I was no weight bearing on my legs. I was in a wheelchair, having fun in my life. You feel me? Like, screaming through the hallways with the wheelchair. Older people just loving me because I was the youngest person in this rehab. You feel me? So like, you know, I was the life of the floor or whatever. So I'm laying in my bed one day, and my guy calls me on FaceTime, and he's like, yo, Dom, I'm here with one of your favorite rappers. He's at the gas station around the corner from my house. Who's at the gas station pumping gas? Thanks.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, bro, this is crazy, bro. So Banks get on the phone. He like, yo, what happened to you? I'm telling him, he like, yeah, man, that's why I don't fuck with no bikes, man. I just hope you get better or whatever, but I'm out of here. I gotta go. You feel me? So boom, that was like our second time. That was our first time really talking, but that was like my second time actually trying
to connect.
Connect him or whatever. Boom. Now let's fast forward to 2019. Shout out to my guy Kalen. Kalen works at fucking Apple. So Banks is up there with an appointment to get his phone fixed. Wow. Kalen calls me. Yo, I got Banks on my Genius Bar appointment at 4:30. This is like 4 o'clock.
He's like, yo, come through.
I'm like, bro, I'm on my way. You feel me? Boom, shot up there. Walked into the Apple store. I see him. I'm like, nah, that's him. That's not his brother. You feel me? So I look at some phone cases, you know, play it off real quick. I'm like, yo, nobody's walking up to him. Nobody's saying nothing to him. Like, he's cool. Like, you know, nobody, yo, you're Lloyd Banks, like, type of time. You feel me? So whatever. I walk up on him. I'm like, yo, what's up, kid? How you doing? He was like, what's up? How you doing? I was like, yo, I know who you are. Like, you don't gotta explain yourself, whatever. But can I talk to you real quick? He like, yeah, I got time. I gotta get my phone fixed. What's up? So then once I started talking to him and breaking down, like, yo, bro, you remember 2016? You was at a gas station. Somebody called, somebody on FaceTime that got hurt in a motorcycle, and he was like, yeah. I'm like, bro, it's me.
Wow.
And he's like, nah. I'm like, bro, who's gonna come to you and tell a story?
Yeah, that story.
Like, come on, like, it was me. And he's like, yo, this is crazy. Like, yo, you look good. Like, you walking. I'm like, yeah, you know, God bless me or whatever. So, you know, I'm here. And then, you know, we just talked real quick, build. And then I told him at that time I had Live Young, Die Rich 3 project out. So he's like, you know, send me your music or whatever. So I'm trying to give him the link to the Apple Music, and he like, yo, bro, I'm an old school guy. Like, you got to send me MP3s through the email. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get a stream. Like, you feel me? So whatever, I leave.
And you would think Banks, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, nah, people be stuck in their ways. You feel me? That's how it happens. So, you know, I leave, go back to the crib, send him all the whole project through MP3s through the email. I ain't hear nothing from him. Like, damn. Yeah. God got me again. You feel me? So then I was at work at the time, and I hear Flex on the radio, like 15-year anniversary, Hunger for More, Lloyd Banks, Sony Hall, did. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Like, I went right back in the email, like, yo, Banks, there's no way you can live on Long Island and not have Long Island artists open up for you. Like, I was just in there talking my shit. And then that man emailed me back like, yo, this is the number you need to call, talk to my manager and make it happen. And then boom, I'm here. I'm like, yo, man, like, that's what I tell people, like, being consistent and actually working for what you want to happen, it will come, bro. Like, you cannot stop. Every day you wake up, chase that goal, chase that dream, because the day you slack could be the day you miss your opportunity. So
100%, man.
You got to be consistent with it.
And I'm a firm believer that, you know, this is one thing I always say, a lot on the podcast is, where your focus goes, your energy flows. And, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So the fact that you kept focusing on that, like mentally, you know what I'm saying? And you were like positive every single time, like from the first time when you were like, yo, that his brother don't matter. The second time, like every single time where your focus was, it was positive. And then your energy just kept flowing to that same person.
And then it's not like that. It's just more the fact that people was calling me. Like, I don't wake up and think about the next man every day. But if somebody keeps calling you, like multiple different people, like, yo, I just seen Banks here. I just seen Banks here. I just seen Banks here. Like, I bet. So obviously this must be a sign that me and him need to get next to each other.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So like I said, that was 2019. We opened up for him at the Sony Hall for the 15th anniversary. And then come back to July 2021, I just opened up for him again. And like, if you see, I had the best performance out of all the openers that was there. Like, you feel me? Like, let's be serious. So, bet that. And
they were all super talented.
Yeah, all super talented.
But y'all smoked that shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how we coming. So, no homo. And then that was Sony Hall there. And then like the month after that, Stereo Garden out on Long Island, he did. I'm opening for him again there. And people in the crowd like, yo, bro, I just seen you in the city with him. And I'm seeing you here. Like, are you on the tour? Like, you should be his opener. I'm like, yo, only thing I can do is tell him that. And then if they make it happen, we can make it happen. Other than that, like, I can't like base my career off of that. Like, I got to keep working to keep moving forward and do what I got to do. So, we here. So that's how it works.
Hey, man. Keep that shit up, bro.
That's a fact.
Now, like, through the journey, man, because are you still independent?
I have a distribution deal now.
Distribution deal?
Yeah, so, that's working for me.
Word. So your process to, like, getting there, man, like, obviously, like, there's many different routes to go by. How did you go by, man? Were you just doing music? Were you doing other things? Were you working another job? Like, what was going on? Because a lot of times people don't see that side to it. They just see the cute side. They just see the side of the Instagram, like, what are things, man, you had to do? Because we were talking about, you came in here, we were like, yo, got the home studio 2. Like, what are the things that you had to do, man, to become that? Because that also doesn't happen too. Like, sometimes I think the universe does and all that because it knows you've been working, you've been hustling, you've been grinding. And I could tell just by the way y'all perform that you've been doing this thing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Even just recording, like, you've been really putting a lot of work into your craft. So, like, what was some of those times and you had to really kind of do regular shit, but also be working on your grind?
Now, you always got to do regular shit. Like, to be honest with the people, music for independent artists really does not pay a lot. So let me break it down to you when I say shit like that. Can you curse on it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. When I say shit like that.
Nigga, good.
I know, right? I be radio ready.
Nah, you gotta be. You gotta stay ready so you don't gotta get ready.
Exactly. So like, boom. Artists like Drake, Lil Baby, any artist that's mainstream that y'all guys know of, because if you don't know of me, then this is where it's gonna attain to. So like artists like Lil Baby, Drake, or whatever, when y'all go and stream these guys' projects and y'all streaming millions and millions and millions of streams for their projects, them guys is getting paid. For an independent artist, for people who don't really know you, we're not getting $1 million. We're not getting million streams. We're not getting 100,000 streams unless you're, let's say, Russ or something like that. You feel me? Even though Russ went and got a deal, but before that, Russ was, independent making his money or whatever. So like, people don't even know. Like, when you get new iPhones, if you don't go and download the iTunes store to your phone and you're only stuck with Apple Music, that is the way Apple generates people to stream more music. So when I drop a project, I promote, go to the iTunes store and pay that $9 to buy my project, because the split is 70-30 when you go through like DistroKid or TuneCore, CD Baby. It's 70-30 really. So let's say you pay $10 for a project, I'm getting $7 and they're getting $3, compared to if you go stream one song, you're getting paid less than a penny every time you play the song. 100%. You feel me? So it's like, I think like, I could be wrong. Don't fucking,
fact check.
Yeah. Don't fact check me on this one. But I know it's less than a penny, but I think
way less than a penny.
Yeah, way less than a penny. So like 12, if you listen to my song 12,000 times, it's considered a sale or a penny or something like that on Apple Music. So you know what I'm saying?
12,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, people don't even listen to you that long, especially if you're an unsigned, unknown artist. It's not gonna work. So as independent artists, you gotta push to your fans to buy the music so you can really make some money. You feel me? So like, yeah, I gotta go work a regular job, like, and then my money from my regular job has to turn around and invest to the music, to, you know, like we talked about earlier, like Facebook marketing, you know, Instagram marketing, sponsorships, like Google ads, like just to help us get seen more to people who don't know us, because you're gonna get rich from strangers and not from the people that support you. You feel me?
100%.
Like your family and your friends. Like, don't never feel like, oh, they should be doing more, because they're not gonna do it until you do it. When they see somebody else supporting you, that's when your family and your friends is going to become your biggest supporters. Unless they see the goal and they understand the vision and they play the position as a team to make the brand bigger,
which is very, very rare.
Nah, it's very rare. You feel me?
But when did you notice that you had to invest in yourself? Because not everybody does. Not everybody creative understands, and I think sometimes even the ones that do understand don't even understand how much you do really. So when did you start noticing, oh, now I gotta invest like bread into myself?
Let's say 2000. Like I said, I was in a group called Team Money before we changed it to TMO. That stands for Team Money Official. That was 07. My project after that, 07, didn't come out to 2010 because we was waiting for somebody else who was like in control of us, of the group. You feel me? So it's like we would go make songs and then they would tell us like, nah, these songs not it. Like, we're not putting this out. And then it's like, you're trying to control us at a point where we're all in the same boat. None of us is rich. None of us is signed. Like, how are you trying to control what we got going on? Yeah. So that's when I was like, I bet. That's when I spent my first $500 on the studio setup and was like, y'all not going to stop me. You feel me? So I did that, and I would say like 09, 2010, in that area. That's when it was like, I gotta do this shit myself, because nobody wants this dream as much as I do. And if I sit here and wait on the next person to do everything for me, then it's not gonna happen. And that's when I really figured it out.
You gotta create the boat and not wait for it to come.
Nah, big facts.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that, and a lot of times it takes until those moments where you're just like, you're not gonna let me. I'm gonna just do this shit my damn self.
Not yet. Like, nah, for real.
You know, and we live in a world where we can, and that's really too. At least, I mean, everyone has their different takes on, you know, labels and all that. But at the end of the day, like, I look at it as just like a bank loan.
Yeah, but you gotta pay it back. Make sure y'all know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want y'all to know. Yeah, you gotta pay that back.
Yeah.
People signing for like millions of dollars, and it's like, yeah. Your album only did 90,000.
Exactly.
You're in a hole. Like,
and that's what I'm saying.
We need that bread back.
Yeah.
Word. That's why being independent is cool. Having a distribution deal is cool, because they're not giving you no money up front. Like, your split is less than, like I said earlier with TuneCore and DistroKid, your split is evenly split better for you as the artist. So they have to do more to get your music out there for them to actually make money. That's why like a distribution deal, even a publishing deal, would be fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? The record deal, I don't think I would sign a record deal unless it really makes sense. Like, at one time I was gonna take a 360 deal, but they couldn't negotiate what I wanted. Like, I wanted I wanted a one album distribution deal, and they were trying to lock me in for like 3 to 5, and it wasn't gonna work. Like, you feel me? Like, y'all 360 deal, y'all take a percentage of everything. Like,
every single thing.
Yeah, like, nah. All I need y'all to do is put me on that platform, get me in front of the people, and then let me go independent right after that, and let me show y'all how to do this. Like, that's why I'm such of a big fan of Nipsey, because I really watched him from like Bullets Ain't Got No Name Volume 2 to where he was at before he died, and like every milestone, everything he did, like, I was there watching. It was like, if he can do this, I can do this. So you feel me? It's people like him and people like Wiz Khalifa. Like, I tell people all the time, like, you know, his music might not be the greatest to y'all, but it's the grind that grabs me as a fan of people before the music sometimes. So.
Of course, yeah, and the growth and the process.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I follow pretty steady Joe Budden, you know, Joe Budden, his journey. That's someone that like that as well.
Nah, I fuck with Joe Mouse. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely followed his journey.
Halfway House.
Yep.
It's Under the Sun. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So many ad-libs, like, yeah.
So many fire records, man, and to
3
see
sides to a story.
Yep.
It goes, yeah,
3
nah.
sides, yeah, 3 sides, all those, and then see where they're at today. You know what I mean? Like, and to watch their journey is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But now, also too, man, like, since you know that, because it's really good, because not many people know that, like, all right, the streaming and shit doesn't make money, and you got to be Drake or Russ or somebody to really be making money.
Facts.
Right now, what is some of your goals? Like, do you want to get to those levels? Are you doing it for the message? Like, right now, what kind of makes you keep going and doing it?
To do music?
Yeah. Like, do you want to get to that point of like a Russ or to somebody?
I would like to be like a Russ. You feel me? Business wise, I wouldn't even mind being a Drake. You feel me? Just to be honest with you, it just really depends on what the deal is. Cause like I don't know Drake's deal. I don't know.
Yeah.
We just know he signed to this person, who signed to this person, who signed to another person, and it's like, what does that percentage look like out of 100? Like I don't know. You feel me? But Drake is the biggest artist in the world, and you know, I'm not into now. That's why I said, guys, don't quote me because shit could change in the future. But like, you know, going to the studio and I don't have 7 writers. Like we don't have writing sessions to make songs. Like these artists, Kanye and a bunch of people have like writers in rooms that make these songs where this is why everybody love them, because it's 7 people who writing this song. It's just me. You feel me? I put on the beat and whatever I feel wants to come out, comes out. So it's like, is that why I'm not where I want to be? Like, I don't understand, you know, feel me, how music works, but I do know all it takes is one song to really change your life.
Yeah.
So that's what really keeps me going. It really takes one song.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Benny the Butcher, Conway, and Westside Gunn, they didn't get on till they was 35.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's really no age limit,
of course,
to really stop it. So it's like, as long as I'm having fun with it, I'm not done with it.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like Drake said, once I start having fun with it, I'll be done with it. But I'm not there yet. I'll still have fun. You feel me?
Now,
shoot videos and stuff.
Do you think, because you know, at least with Drake, right? Just because you mentioned it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drake's at that level. He can't go outside. Would you want to? Do you ever think about that? Like, if you want to get to that level, do you ever think like if that?
I want to be at Jay-Z level, so ask that question again.
Okay,
but use Jay-Z.
Yeah, either Jay-Z or, you know, pretty much around those guys. Like there's the top. There's some people, right, that just can't go outside. You know, Jay, Drake, Eminem, Beyonce. Like there's just some people that just cannot walk outside. You can't even go to 7-Eleven anymore.
All right, so do I mind walking around with security all day? I don't mind, because I do that now. You feel me? Well, not all day, but you know, like events and stuff.
Do you ever think about that ever?
Nah, not really.
Just curious, like because when people say that, sometimes like that's the things I sometimes think about. Like when I look at sometimes them, like when I look at like an Eminem and I look at a Drake, I'm like, damn, you can't even. You can't right now. Like we take for granted sometimes
the stuff that we have.
You can't go
eligible to do.
Yeah, you can't go outside. You can't walk your dog.
Yeah, nah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm all for making money, and you know, you need that money to live. That's why I'm. You know, people know I talk my shit. Like, yo, you got to really tell that people don't even know how much money they need to have to really be financially free and freedom and all that. So that's what I'm working towards. But also, like sometimes, at least when like that level of fame. Sometimes I think it's interesting because it's like there's a certain pocket, like there's certain people, like I think Russ could probably go outside to a point.
I think so too.
You know, there's certain people, but it's just like when you get to that level, it's just interesting.
All right, so it's like once you get to that level, do you want to be outside? That's the real question, because everything comes to you when you're at that level.
I think so.
You feel me? I want food. Let me make a phone call. I know this person gonna bring me food. Yo, I want to go to the studio. Let me walk downstairs in my fucking mansion, and my studio was like quad studio in the city. Like it's.
But how long does that? Because you know we're at an age where that should be popping for. You know what I mean?
You're right.
But for how long can that like not just fuck with your psyche a little bit?
You know, I don't know. I could stay in the crib and play Warzone all day. Like, you feel me? I could play the game. I could be on my game all day, 12 hours, and be all right for the day. Like, my day was cool. I played the game all day.
Worries.
You feel me? Like, I ain't do shit. And then, like, only come outside when I'm getting paid for something.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So, it's like, that don't bother me now. But, I don't know. If that was, like, my everyday life, then maybe, like you said, I'll fuck with my psyche. But right now,
you know, it's just something I think. And I think people that are listening to this, too, because, you know, and that's just, obviously, we're only talking, like, there's only the 5% of celebrities and shit.
Yeah, of course.
That's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, you know, most people, they can still go outside and do the thing. But there's that 5% that's just like, damn, y'all can't do nothing.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
You can't do like LeBron right now. I can't go to shop, right?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, you can. Security up
Nah,
here,
yeah.
security back here, baby. Let's go. We gotta go food shopping.
But even at that though, like you ever watch them videos, man? Like yo, watch a video of Eminem like getting out of his car to go into and go like.
Yeah, nah, you right. You right. I don't know.
Just things to think about
in the future.
Now, do you anything other than music are you into? Like since you've been a creative and you've been dabbling in different things and
I shoot videos. Well, I'm saying that's it's still music.
Nah, that's different because if you shooting and you help, that's like cinematography that you dabbling into that world.
I shoot videos, edit them. You know, a couple of my videos I didn't shoot them myself because I can't hold the camera and shoot myself. So like I pay somebody to hold the camera and record all the scenes, and then I go back to the crib and edit them and put them together. So like I find fun into that. I actually sit down in my studio and record other artists and get paid from that too.
Word.
So it's like that just helps me learn how to use Pro Tools or whatever program we're using more and understand like plugins and like how to mix and stuff like that. So I do stuff like that also to make money. I got a quality design home improvement business with me and my guy Emil. So we put up walls, lights and stuff like that. We got plumbers, all this stuff is in Long Island, so don't call me to another state trying to get no work done. Yeah, we do that.
But that's dope.
Not for real. Like this is the avenues we got to use to make money. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And all the money that we make off of these avenues turn around and go right back into the music. So
yeah, so you work and you do that, and that's your vehicle to get to the investment.
Yeah, because I don't got a job.
Word.
You feel me? I wake up every day and we make these plays happen,
of course,
to fund our lifestyle. So if that's what you want to do, you got to go outside and work, bro.
Yeah.
So like I said, YouTube is very tutorial and helpful for anything in the world you want to do. So I watched a couple of videos on YouTube on how to do something. I fucked up my house myself, learning how to do something. I put up a whole wall in the crib and we went forward from there. So
yeah,
it really starts like that.
YouTube University, man.
That's where I graduated from.
I've been learning all my shit on YouTube.
That's
bro.
exactly where I graduated
Same
from.
thing. People be like, yo, YouTube. Yep.
Yeah, nah. So I got two more business ideas that if they work right, then if the next couple of years, if music don't work and I decide to put the grind down, these two businesses, if they take off like how I see it in my head, could really financially take care of guys for the rest of our life. So
word, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
So like since you surround yourself with a lot of other entrepreneurs, like what do you feel, just in your opinion, is like the one thing that a lot of them lack that you see? Like what's that one thing as like an entrepreneur that you feel like you've gotten like a pretty good hold of, but you see other ones maybe struggle with? Is it the work ethic? Is it the investing in yourself?
One thing that I will say is some people just not willing to learn something new. Word. Like that's really the truth. Like I'm not gonna lie. I see people like so let's say like spackling. All right, so if for people who do know what spackling is, it's just a compound that comes together that you put between the seams of two drywalls to make the wall look smooth as one. It's called compound. So if you're stuck in your ways from doing this because this is all you know, and then let's say I call and hire my guy Jose, who is nice at spackling, and he's somebody else who tries to come and teach you something and you don't want to learn it, that'll be your downfall right there. So like I have 3 engineers when it comes to mixing my projects. I have one engineer he's always looking for new plugins. New plugins come with new sounds, new warmth in vocals and like new stuff. Excuse me, new stuff that he hears when he's doing your mix. And then I have an engineer that's just stuck using the same plugins that been the same plugins since who knows how long Pro Tools been around. So it's like I decide sometimes like, all right, this song right here sound like it could be a single. I'm gonna send it to this one because I know he might have something plug-in wise that can make this song sound much more bigger than I know what to expect when I send it to him, because it comes back the same every time. See what I'm saying? So like if you're not willing to learn, you will be stuck at that same level. And I think that's like some of the problems with some of the guys that I be around, because like they stuck in their ways where I know this is gonna make me money, but like me, if I could have, well, I already got like 4. If I could have 10 incomes coming in because I went and learned 10 different streams of incomes, bro, it's like, what are we talking about now? So like, how you get this?
And the information's out there. That's a big thing is education and knowledge is no longer the problem.
No.
The problem is you, and not you. Just the person that's listening to this is just not doing it. Like, the knowledge is there. Back in the day, we could have talked shit and say, someone didn't teach us this. It wasn't there. Blah blah blah. Like, everyone has access to YouTube. Not everybody. I know that, but like, if not, library, a phone. 90% of you
Shout out
have
to my
a phone.
son Jace.
Exactly. Like, oh, you got a son?
Yeah.
How old?
Yeah, my son, he's 8.
8? Yo,
Yes,
that's what's up, man. And you're a father too. That's
Yeah.
your biggest accomplishment right there, man.
I gotta leave him something.
Word.
You feel me? That's how I try to say, like, opening businesses, and he's 8-10 years from now, if they work here, you can have this.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, this is yours. Like, I already put in the work to make it. I'll teach you how to run it. I'm trying to leave you something. If you don't want to go to college, cool, but you're gonna have to work in this world. So it's like, this is here for you already. You feel me? So you just gotta do it.
Does he push you as well? Or you think?
Yeah, I can't stop.
grind?
Yeah, like, I talk to him, and he tells me, like, I hear you got a show coming up, Dad, because he talked to my grandmother.
Word.
And it's like, good luck on your show. Like, little stuff like that goes far. So it's like, I don't ever really just think about myself. Like, I always think, like, I bet I'm doing this for him. You feel me? Because, I want him to be the cool kid to go to school one day and get picked up in the Bentley or a Wraith, and, that's my dad. You feel 100%. Me? So it's like, I didn't have that growing up. So that's another reason why I try to do what I do. My pops wasn't around growing up. So, I feel like this was just a blessing in disguise.
Hell yeah,
to
man.
be there, as much as I can, because my pops wasn't. So,
gotta be that change that you want to see in the world.
Nah, and you gotta start with the kids.
100%.
All right, definitely gotta start with the kids.
Yeah, man, that shit is major, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he's 8, I have a 13-year-old, so like, I know 8, young man. Like, thank you, man. Like, 8, bro, is when they start really noticing. 8 is like, because they watch YouTube, they honest, so like
TikTok. He's a TikTok fanatic.
Yeah. So now I'm telling you, you're gonna start seeing it's gonna get more and more in tune to like,
what's going on in the world.
Like, and also knowing that, like, oh wow, like, okay, like, dad's working, dad doing it, he's chasing his dream.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's definitely powerful, man. And even if you don't notice it now, as the years go on, you're just gonna start noticing it more and more and more, how much it impacts them and how much it inspires them.
Yeah, I hope, like I said, we follow each other on social media and stuff like that, and I try to, like, keep him away from seeing your dad curse and all this other stuff. But it's gonna be the world, and I don't know what you watch on TikTok outside of me. So it's like, I want you to see, like, my dad is trying. So when you decide to find out what you want to do with yourself as a teenager growing into a man, you stick to it. Yeah. Because, like, I started as a teenager, and you can see 15 years later, I'm still at it. So it takes time, but you got to put in that work for it to happen. You feel me? So, do
you ever limit yourself, or not even limit yourself? Do you ever, like, tone things down or switch things up because of him?
Yeah, before him, Wild Boy.
Like musically, like creatively.
Oh, nah, creatively, I'm not gonna tone nothing down. I'm not gonna sit here and say, nah, I don't think music wise, because outside of me, I know the guys that he do listen to. So it's like, you feel me? Who his favorite rapper is might not be his dad, but this guy's on here talking all this crazy stuff, and it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? You can't control what your kids want to listen to. Only thing you can do is buy the clean version of the song, and they take the curse words out. But once 100%. You put 2 and 2 together, you feel me? Then it's like, okay.
Have you ever thought of that conversation to just say, like, you know what, like, or just to have, because, it depends on a record you've done. Or did you ever do a record and you were like, okay, well, maybe he's gonna listen to that and perceive it this way or not perceive it this way? Did you ever think about that ever?
I got a song on Volume 3 called I think it's called Feel It, or I Feel, and I'm talking about, if I died that night, my son will grow up with no father in a world that's getting so darker. Like, I'm just talking, venting out loud, and it's like, when he grows up and go back and listen to how I was feeling when I dropped that project, then we can have that talk. You see what I'm saying? Like, I leave songs where I speak to him through the music that he don't get now, but when he gets older, if you ever want to revisit those times in life, we can. Yeah. So that's why I said I don't limit it, because, like, me and his mother aren't always on the best terms. So, like, on some Joe Budden type stuff, like, you might hear something and be like, Dad, what was going on at this time when you said this in the song? You feel me? And I'll tell you, like, yo, me and your mom was going through such and such at that time.
Yeah,
you
whatever it was, yeah.
So, like, nah, I don't think I limit myself. That's one thing I really don't try to do. Like, whatever project I'm working on or songs I'm working on, like, if I'm having a bad day, that creates that song. That's why I said, like, tomorrow I could be in a great mood. Yesterday I might have made a song about hating people. You feel me? So it's like, it's just me.
Yeah.
I write songs off of feelings.
100%.
You feel me? So, nah, I don't think I try to limit myself.
Word. Yeah, just curious because I had to go. Because as having a kid, like, you know, you think about that sometimes. Like, sometimes, at least with me, like, I'll create a piece of content. And then it's like, oh, okay, damn. Like, if she sees this, you know, like. But then at the end of the day, you're just like, fuck it, that's just me.
Yeah, you feel me?
You know? But sometimes, like, also sometimes as an artist, and I'm not even saying this with you in general, maybe other people that listen to this, other artists, maybe they put on a certain image or they do a certain song because they do it, like they're maybe doing a video or they're popping bottles, but then they don't want their kid to perceive them that way. Like, there's just a lot of back and forth with that. That's why it's just always interesting to, like, know how, like, parents feel with their kids and, like, what they're seeing, like, you know?
Yeah, nah. I feel like your kid's gonna be your kid. And if you install the right things into them growing up, when they become a teen, they just got to make those decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my pops wasn't around. So, like, anything I had to do as a boy, you know, like, you know, birds and the bees talks, girls and stuff like that, I had to go talk to my uncle. You feel me? So it's like, if you don't have that male figure there to talk to, somebody else is going to be there, and hopefully
100%.
that person is going to give you the right knowledge to move forward in your life. You feel me? Like, I seen friends grow up with no father, and then their father figure becomes a neighborhood drug dealer. So what do you think happened to him? He's out here selling drugs because of the people he's following.
Yeah.
See what I'm trying to say? So, like, it really just boils down to stuff like that. Like, I can tell you now at the age of 8, this is bad, don't do this. You can see, like, your father popping bottles at celebration. We're celebrating doing something, we accomplished something. This is why you might see me on Instagram at a club or something like that. You don't want to see me in the house just drinking a bottle of Henny, a fifth, by myself in the room all day. Like, no, because then you're going to be like, I grew up and my dad was a wino. He used to just drink all the time. Like, no, like, you feel me? It starts there, and then, you know, it prospers and becomes what it's going to become. Word.
And you're so right, man. That shit really does matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I actually, thank God, I was raised by my stepfather. I have him right here. He passed away. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for him, same thing. Like, you never know. Like, you never know who would raise you, who would, you know, even for me, he was my neighbor, but he was my stepfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you need that guy just right there on the steps that's going to teach you and tell you what football is, or that silly stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, you know, you need those different things, you know, because if not, like you said, you could end up in the wrong hands as a young man, and, you know, and
streets don't love you.
Nah.
Make sure y'all know that. Streets don't love you.
And men need that too. You know, sometimes, you know, that's not talked about enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, even as a young kid, you still do need that father figure.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Or you need a father, either that, or a father figure, or a dad, or something. Just because they're a man, you know, doesn't mean that they can, like, teach themselves these things or whatnot. You know, so that's super valuable.
I always try to go follow the people that I know doing something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to discredit, you know, drug dealers or anybody who's hustling, because if you're a type of person that makes money off of drugs and invested into, you know, businesses and, like, you know, positive things, and, you know, like neighborhood food drives and back to school drives, stuff like that, we can't fault you feel me? Because of your lifestyle that you chose. But, you know, the government, they don't like that. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's all about the government, and they can't tax your money and stuff like that. So it's bad to them. But I understand both ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell me everybody sold weed before in their life. So, like, I understand. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know, it doesn't bother me. Do what y'all do. You feel me? Come out and buy a project. Come to a show. Support. Buy a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Word, man.
I appreciate it.
Cop the merch.
You feel me? Merch going up soon too. DomTMO.com. That's the website.
What was your first performance?
2007 at the Passion Lounge in Freeport, New York. And I think we did Microphone Fiend. Me, my guy Junior, and Live. I remember it. Yeah, I was nervous like a motherfucker.
That's dope though, man.
It's on YouTube too. You'll see it. I look nervous like a motherfucker.
You gotta pull it up for some flashback. Some Flashback Friday content or something, man.
Big facts. I do gotta pull that up. That's crazy. I think I'm dropping on Friday.
make it happen, yo.
Word.
We gotta see that, man.
I was like 17.
You were 17? Yeah, we were the same age. Yeah, we were the same age.
31.
My birthday is right before. I'm in January.
Oh, January?
Yeah,
okay.
January 3rd.
My grandmother's January 31st.
Aquarius too? She is?
Aquarius.
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. So, right before you. Even though not into the astrology, but yeah, that's how I know that Aquarius is right after us.
Hey, listen, you got it.
Word, man. What can they listen to right now? What projects are out?
Shit, I got 9 projects out.
Word.
What you can listen to that's on digital platforms. My Live Young Die Rich series is out. I got 1, 2, 3, and then Mr. Live Young Die Rich closed out that series, and then I dropped Domination earlier this year. It's also on streaming platforms, and then I dropped a single with my guy GP45. He's an artist out of Port Arthur, Texas. I met him at South by Southwest 2018. We just tapped in with each other and stayed connected. I went down there 2 or 3 months ago and got the verse done with him. That single's out. It's called Zone. Everything is really on my website, like I said, domtmo.com. So if you feel like you want to look at something, listen, you can go right to the website and it'll take you to everything. Oh, and I dropped the project in Juneteenth this year with my guy KR The Problem. He's living in Atlanta right now, called 2 Kings, free on SoundCloud if y'all want to go bump that. So yeah, I dropped 2 projects in the single this year, and I got another single coming out too.
Good shit, man.
Yeah.
Last thing too, man, I want you, let's just say your son's 8 now, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say in 5 years, he's just searching on YouTube one day. Mm-hmm. He finds this. Tell him something, man. What do you think? Tell him something for maybe he'll hear this soon. Maybe he'll hear this in 5 years. Maybe he'll listen to this in 20 years. You never know.
Hey, listen, Dad loves you. Feel me? First and foremost, Dad loves you. And whatever you want to be, son, you can do. You can be whatever you want to be in this world. Don't limit yourself. Keep pushing. Never stop grinding. Words of encouragement from your pops. So yeah, that's what I would tell him.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Real shit, man. Because like you said, bro, you never know, man. I do that a lot too. Like, you come on here and you just say what you got to say, and because people forget, like, as a creator, you're leaving these things, your messages and all that, and it's documented. You know what I'm saying? Like,
big facts. I still watch Nipsey interviews with Elliot Wilson, and the shit he says, like, the man been gone damn near 2 years and it still resonates. Like,
100%.
You feel me? So that's why I said, like, I personally feel like, well, I don't feel like it. I know this. Like, I got to start reading more books. I don't read a lot of books. Like, you feel me? Like, when I first met Nipsey in person was like 2013 at Vinny Styles in Brooklyn when he was on the Crenshaw promo tour. You feel me? So I went out to Vinny Styles and bought the Crenshaw project for like $100. And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I follow your music, like, I'm a big fan of you or whatever. I just need some advice as an artist, you know what I'm saying, to, stay focused and keep going. And he was like, yo, homie, just pick up a book. He's like, start reading. And I'm like, all right, but where do you start? And he was like, DM me, and I'm going to send you some titles of you to read. And, like, I DM'd him, he never got back to me, but watching those interviews, he'll tell you, like, the book Contagious is where he got the idea to sell the project for $100 to generate people to talk like this artist is selling the project for $100. But he got that idea from reading the book Contagious. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you'll learn a lot from a book more than you will learn, watching videos and stuff like that too. But you got to be willing to, tap in and also feed your brain. Like
we've been saying, educate yourself, man.
Yeah, it's here.
Or podcasts. Like, that's one thing I do all the time is I'm big into, I record them, but I also listen to a lot of them. I watch one for entertainment, but the Joe Budden one is my entertainment. And honestly though, I get a lot of gems from Joe too. But all the rest, I try to educate myself. And are you more of a listener, or do you think more of a reader?
I'm really more of a listener, or hands-on learner type stuff. But I'm challenging myself to read. So like I just brought Rick Ross' new book, A Perfect Day to Boss Up. It just came out. I want to say, I don't know what day it came out, but he got a new book out called The Perfect Day to Boss Up, and I just ordered the shit off of Amazon, and it should be at my crib tomorrow. So I'm about to read that book.
Check that out, man. Also, too, Audible is really good, man. I'm more of a listener.
I got it. I got it on my I got Audible on my phone, and I listened to the 50 Cent book.
Hustle Smarter.
Is that the last one that just came out? Yeah. All right. So I listened to that one.
I listened to that too.
And You know what really kills me with audiobook? It don't be the actual person saying the voice.
Sometimes it'll be the 50 one it was.
Nah, not the one I heard.
You probably read a different one. You probably read the 50th Law or something.
Nah. The one that the audiobook that I was listening to was not 50's voice. And that was killed me with the books.
The one I had was 50. Maybe it's a different one. Because he has a couple of books. But yeah, I know what you mean. I agree. So like, but there's a lot of them that do though. Have the author's real voice. You just got to finagle it. But I recommend it to people because if you want to start, 'cause a lot of people have the same thing. Oh, I want to start reading. I want to start getting the books. I've been the same way, but I'm just not. I just sit down reading. It's just never been for me since as a kid. So, but I listen, and also, I'm a creative. I'm always working, doing things. For me, it actually helps me get things done. Like I'm always listening to books when I go walk my dog. I walk my dog. I'm either listening to a podcast or I'm listening to a book. I finished 50's whole book actually just by walking my dog every day, and I finished it in like a month or some shit. You know. Okay. So there's like,
But the cool thing is with this, like let's say I wake up and I read 5 pages. And then we got to go do a show. Like I got the show in Atlanta, so I got to catch that flight to go to Atlanta. Not 5 pages, because if it comes tomorrow, I'm gonna have more than 5 pages. But let's just say we on whatever page I'm on. I'm listening to, and then once I get on that plane, all right, let me try to read this book. I can pick up where I left off from the audio and actually read it. You feel me? So I can get best of both worlds with the book.
Yeah, a little bit best of both, man. So that's what I usually recommend, just for people to even want to just tap in to start. Because
and learning how to say new words and spell words and stuff like that too is another way too. Like I feel like that can help expand my vocabulary and stuff like that when it comes to music. Because like I listen to the T.I. still till today, and he be saying some big ass words where I be like, what the fuck that shit mean, boy? And then when you go, do the definition and you find out what it mean, it's like he could have just said, but it sounded dope when he said it. You feel me? Yep. So it's like you come in the room and you start talking like that, like not to be disrespectful, but a white person will look like this black guy is very educated because he's speaking formal and he's proper with his cadence. So like instead of the regular person, you know what I'm saying a regular line where everybody picks up on, when you say something that people don't really know, it makes them think more like,
it makes you read what you say, gets replay value, all the shit. Honestly, all my favorite artists, like I love T.I., Royce the 5'9", Eminem, like Eminem. They always like, Royce will be using words sometimes. I'm like, what? But you gotta, knowledge is power, man.
Nah, big facts.
But again, bro, where can they find you, bro?
DomTMO.com is the website. TMO_Dom on Instagram, DomTMO, Twitter, Snapchat, everything else. And you can text me if you want to at 631-449-7557. Shout out to Ryan and Leslie and the Superphone app. So, that's how you direct the consumer when you're an independent artist. So
100%, bro.
Yeah, that's really it. Text me and log into my phone book, lock yourself in, and every time I drop something new, you'll get a text straight to your phone, so you can't say you missed it, you didn't know the t-shirt merch was dropping, whatever. That's how I build my fan base.
Look at that, first access.
You feel me? Straight direct to consumer.
This was dope, man.
Yes, sir.
This was fun.
I mean, Leon.
Nah, it's all good. Another episode. Jersey.
What number you on? What number you on?
This one, we're not really doing numbers. This one's a little different.
Okay.
I actually have 2 podcasts. So my one podcast, we're on like 212.
Okay.
This is for another series I've been working on.
Okay.
This is more just to kind of hear more of like y'all's story. So this is a little bit different, but we in the starting phase with this podcast.
Right.
I don't know. You might be episode 5, maybe 5, 4. We're gonna find out.
I bet. I'll be back.
Yes,
you feel me? You can't have me in the beginning and you feel me? They're like, oh, Don was here at 5. Like, I'm gonna come back again. So
this is just a teaser because we're gonna get him on therapy without a degree. We'll really get into the shits.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We can get crazy. We
go with that one. We get into some relationship topics and some all different fun stuff. So
all right, yeah, cool. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yes,
and just let people know, never stop working. Cause this guy right here, he met me at the end of a Banks performance at a motherfucking parking lot in New York City, waiting for our cars to come out, and I'm here. You feel me? We met, we spoke. 100%. His energy was genuine. I fuck with it. He hit me on Instagram. Was like, hey, can you come through and do my podcast? And I was like, yeah, because you came out that night and supported. I'm going to come do this for you and no charge. And I'm here. So, you know what I'm saying? For everybody out there who got something going on, never stop working, because you can have anybody sitting in this seat and it could be me. So
100%. Don't stop.
Yes, sir.
We out. Peace.
Rest in peace, Saya.